What was that? Felt a bit woozy there. I'm not mad, am I? You saw it too?
I've heard an Orlesian ballad about something like this. A beauty trapped in a dream. In the song, Belisa never wakes up.
Your prissy friend here is making me nervous, Warden. And my great-great-grandmother stood with them.
Careful. In my experience, even great men or women are human and quite fallible. Some figures from the past get put on pedestals whether they deserve it or not.
Of course your turnship, my lord. I'll, be careful, like you say.
Step no further! Get this annoyance away from me! This one would speak with you. A fool this one would be to betray the Warden.
Making deals with demons now, are we? I must say the crows have misjudged wardens. You are more cunning and ruthless than we suspected. Carry on. Do not let me get in the way.
Your crow is wise. This one will explain the deal.
You can't be serious. There's nothing left of Commander Dryden. She's possessed.
Your fledgling should mind its place. Meek, subservient, quiet. This one will answer your question.
The Kyun is quite clear in matters of demons. Destroy them quickly, efficiently. Enough talk.
Deal with me now, warrior, and you will thwart many of my kind. This one will explain.
I find it puzzling that you would consort with demons. Are they not evil?
The humans are capable of far greater evil than this one or its kind, Gollum. A deal with this one could advance your cause.
Why are you here? What is your intent?
But the Magus is a warden as well. Is he not an ally?
Your Gollum is astute. You should be helping me, not issuing idle threats. As a warden, you should know that.
Even wardens know there are limits. However you spin your web of rationalizations, consorting with demons is evil.
The Chantry has done such a fine job of indoctrinating you, haven't they?
Careful. This man has dabbled in matters forbidden by the Maker. He may look frail, but don't trust him.
So the Maker told you that, did he? Short-sighted men have forbidden my research, not any god. Enough. As a warden, you should know that.
Necessary. Having to relieve yourself after an 8-hour ride is necessary. But there's no excuse for summoning demons.
Charming.
He has a point there. If a single spell could win the battle, I would not question its source.
Your charming companion is quite correct. You do well to heed her advice. Waves of spirits and demons may come through. Dispatch them.
Oop, that one was me. Feeling a bit gassy today. Didn't want to hold that in for the whole fight. One belly hit and it'd be all over. Carry on.
Could you find anyone more suitable? The Warden's standards have fallen so low.
Our business is at an end.
You take that word of yours very seriously, do you not? Either that or you have a dark streak. Either way, I am impressed.
Looks like we're done here. A demonic invasion thwarted, a warden base safely rescued. We do good work.
The barrier between this world and the next will hold, and in time the land's scars will heal. 'Tis done.
The peak is solid, defensible. It may prove useful in the coming months. You've done well.
The whole keep was a bust. The only skirt had scabs all over her face. And she had that possession thing going too, right? Mind you, that wouldn't stop me, but still sodding disappointing.
We fought well here. The Arishok would be pleased.
I will miss this place. It was infested with spirits and undead, but it had no birds. Not a single one of those malicious, spiteful little demons.
Can I be left to experiment in peace?
You went too far, Avernus. Warden or not, blood magic is forbidden.
So be it.
This man has no conscience. He won't be racked with guilt. He must pay a proper price for torture, consulting with demons, and no doubt worse. I can see that nothing I could say would dissuade you, but I won't forget this.
And it is done. Your veil is strong. This one has kept its word. Now this one will go. There is much to do. Ask, human. Ask quickly.
Grandmother, Sophia, she knew about the blood magic then?
Yes, she did. Avernus was powerful, useful. It suited her ambitions.
But my grandmother was a hero.
In her own mind, yes. She aspired to rule the land of the waking, to cast out the tyrant king, to mete out justice to those who betrayed her. Cousin Arland was so coy, so devious, years before she sensed the asp. The old king died without kin, and the Dryden sought to don the crown. But the boy Arland was thought pliable by those in power. Fools. The Dryden, powerful, charismatic, insightful, and ignored. They gave her a choice, death or the Wardens. She bided her time, she waited, she lived. The boy King Arland spread terror, spread death, and the Dryden plotted. But Arland's spies were too clever. She was discovered, and her last battle was here.
And you, demon? How did you come to take her?
When the Avernus deserted her, the Dryden would not die. Fierce pride, lovely, delicious terror, this one came to her. She would live, in a fashion. And so she does, for this one is honest.
Do you have any proof of this? Any proof of her good deeds and bad?
Poor ilk of this body. This one has nothing. Only words lost in the wind.
I don't know what to think. The whole family held to the belief that Sophia was a hero. Truth is she was, and she wasn't. Thanks, though. The truth. The truth is good to know.
Our business is at an end. You will never see me again, Warden.
Soldier's Peak. Looks like it's seen better days. Better centuries, more like.
Once the Wardens flourished, their ranks full, their caliber certain. Now they even accept people like you, Alistair.
Hey!
Some people call this place the Lost Peak. Before King Merrick's decree, the last Grey Wardens of Ferelden lived here. I just got chills.
Ah, Merrick, how kind of you to bring up that name. Merrick was driven to right every wrong he came across. He could be so infuriating and naive.
The Mabari is quite perceptive. Something is fundamentally wrong here. Something twisted. I urge caution.
So this is the Great Warden base. Huh. Looks like nug droppings over morning bread. Give me a month and a keg of ale and I could fix her up fine.
Warden, I think your drunkard is hallucinating again.
This is where the Wardens trained and lived? I imagined it would be like a tiered ukluk with battle rings and many levels. Instead it is drab, a castle like every other.
Cheer up, Sten. I'm sure we'll be able to find some skulls for you to smash.
This is why mages must be bound. This one is like an animal gone rabid. It must be put down.
The same could be said of your entire people, Canary. Enough.
You will do as my companion says, or you will die here and now. You are in no position to dictate terms.
You Wardens are so difficult. Your offer is accepted.
Death? Surely you can see that his only crime was surviving. Are our actions not as questionable, are not mine? Avernus is a prodigy and potentially an ally. You must spare him.
Your words are kind, milady, but there is too much truth in the Warden's words.